Hello everyone and welcome back to Veluwe Zoo. And in the previous episode we built this wonderful koala habitat. And as you can see they are really happy with it. Walking around through plants, not using the trees, perfect. And I know I had a lot of comments about this one, the kangaroo habitat. So apparently the kangaroos are not suited to have a walk-through habitat. So unfortunately I had to remove the path. So let's continue with that. Remove the entire thing. And then we have to close the gates for now. Another sad moment here in Veluwe Zoo. Let's see, let's move this one that way. Beautiful. And this one as well. Now you can see this doesn't fit at all. That's nice. Let's do it like this. Beautiful. So I'm gonna remove some of the planks as well. Just gonna leave some of them just as a reminder of what it used to be. Such a beautiful walk-through habitat. And we have to close the gates on this side as well, of course. So that's one. And another one. This one does fit. That's nice. So it's closed for now. No people can enter the habitat anymore. And we can put the kangaroos back because they were escaping everywhere. Because we had some baby kangaroos. So we need to fix that as well. But for now I'm just gonna put all the adult kangaroos back into this habitat. And then everyone will be happy. And of course we keep on researching everything. Koala's almost finished. The sable antelope. You can also see it's getting really busy at the safari ride. So we might have to put some signs up like 50 minutes waiting time from here. And there are a lot of animals in the safari. We have a lot of baby giraffes. I don't know, sable antelopes everywhere. So if you want to have some safari animals from Veluwe Zoo, let me know down in the comments. And join the Discord, of course. You can ask me. And then we will do some animal trading, of course. Yet again, broken vending machines everywhere. It has been so incredibly busy here. It's amazing. And we also have some challenges. Adopt and place 2 different exhibit species. And I think some of these are actually empty. So we have no common death adders anymore. Let's fix that. Let's see. Let's apply the filter. Common and death adder. There you go. Let's put a male and another male in. Does that work? I don't know. I'm gonna send you to the zoo because I don't want to manage all the babies. So that's one. And this one is also empty. The puff adder. All these struggles to get the education rating up for the puff adder. And now we have a empty exhibit. That's kind of sad. So let's adopt another one. And put it in there. Beautiful. We've done it. Claim the reward. Have no protesters for 2 months. We have 16 of them. That's quite a bit. Let's see, if I switch on the heat map and then go to negative impact on the guest, we can see where all the protesters are. So we have a few over here. And they have no clue why they are protesting. That's good. They still did not fix that. That's good. So apparently it's about these camels, but they are all doing fine. So I'm gonna move all the camels to the trade center. There we go, select them all. And send to the trade center. Oh, okay. Did that work? No, they are still here. Then the next little trick you can do is remove this gate. Put a new gate in. Let's see, like that. Beautiful. And now they are leaving. Bye-bye. Bye, protesters. And never come back. So apparently my ring-tailed lemur has been in a box for a very long time. That's sad. Dangerous fighting, of course, the pygmy hippos. We are breeding a lot of aggressive pygmy hippos in Veluwe Zoo. So we have this one. Oh, and this one is now injured. That's not good. We have a female here. Let's send this one to the trade center. And we have a serious injury. You can see she's walking very slowly because of the injury. So let's call a vet and they will fix that. So let's say hi to some people. Shiny, welcome. And then we have T, say hello. Muffin, welcome to Veluwe Zoo. Eric, hello and welcome. Ravenscar, thank you so much for visiting Veluwe Zoo and paying $70 for an entrance ticket. So that's all the managing for today. Let's start expanding the outback section of the zoo again. Alright, and today we are going to add the Southern Cassowary. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I did get some comments in the overview video about that it wasn't the best pronunciation of the cassowary. I pronounced it cassowary. I don't know. It sounds I don't know. It's a bit more logical for me, I guess. But yeah, we are starting off with this nice little water section. So the glass barrier, they work perfectly if you want to create something like this. And then we have these beautiful water effects. When it's speed up, it looks a bit weird, but you will have to see in the cinematics. It looks wonderful, this little water section. I'm not sure about the water effects yet. I might use some different ones later on, but it looks cool and quite nice. It looks a bit weird right now. You can see that the water section is not that big. So I will expand it a little bit. Otherwise, it's like a really small pond and then a huge waterfall and then another small pond. That looks a bit weird. So we will remove the water and expand that. You can see you can't put the water in and then lower the barrier and remove and add the water again. You'll have to raise the barrier again. This is also a new function. I didn't know what was happening. Every time I added some water, the water was dirty already, but apparently there is now a option in which you can adjust the cleanness of the water, which I will find out later on, I guess. I already recorded something in the Dutch petting zoo as well, and I had that same problem. But yeah, I didn't know what was happening, but apparently they added that in the new update, which is a perfect and nice addition. I know a lot of people didn't like the aesthetics of like the really clean water. I've seen some in like the Planet Zoo tours I'm doing that people did it on purpose that the water wasn't clean. So a cool addition to the game, of course. The developers are really listening to the community, and that's a good thing. The little river, it's really shallow water, so the animals can easily cross it and run around. I did hear that these animals are not really friendly, so I try to keep them away from the guests as much as possible. So the same thing with the koalas, but this time, of course, these animals won't climb any trees, but the animals or the guests will still have a perfect view on the animals, which is what we're going for. Again, this is a franchise zoo, so we will have to keep in mind the guests' need, the animal needs, everything. So I did decrease the habitat, like the size a little bit, because they don't need a lot of space, so that's good. I still have to keep in mind I still need to add the dingoes to this area, and then we basically put all the animals from the Australia DLC in already, which was quite fast. It was fun. It's a nice little addition to this zoo. Finally, I'm using the red desert rocks a little bit. Again, I didn't like the looks of it in this temperate region, and I'm using the normal desert rocks around here. It has been a bit of a struggle. It's like the kangaroos, the dingoes, they are really like a desert animal, and then the cassowary, the koala are more tropical animals. But I think I did a good job with like blending in the tropical section with like the outback section, and then the temperate and Africa region on the other side. You will see it in the end, of course. There's a lot of foliage going on, and then like switching from tropical to outback to temperate. It was nice to do that, and I'm really happy with the result in the end. So we created some nice little sunshades for the guests, so they will they can have a picnic or their lunch, or I don't know, whatever they are having right here in the shade. And I'm using the same things for the animals. They actually work. I didn't know if it would work out as the way I wanted it, but it does. I did need to add a few more planks, but yeah, they work. Nice little sunshades, perfect shelter for these animals. I didn't want to create like an entire building for them, and so this works perfectly. And some leaves instead of the other stuff, the yellowish stuff. It doesn't look good in a tropical habitat, so I'm using the leaves from the South American pack. The gate over here, I did change the the nulberries again, because again there were some African plants in the habitat which aren't really in the habitat. But anyway, the animals didn't like it, so we had to move the berries a little bit. These staff things, pathing, they look horrible, so we have to cover it up with some nice Australian planks. Of course, I'm picking them up from the kangaroo habitat because we are not using them anymore. Yeah, you will see there were still quite a few planks, but we already removed them in the beginning of this episode. What is happening? Yeah, well, I recorded it the other way around. It's a bit weird, I know, but I just completely forgot about it and I just started building. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of rocks, of course. This is zoofluencer, so we have to add a lot of rocks in this habitat. I'm buying all the animals, some golden cassowaries, and I'm putting them in the habitat. As you can see, I did already check the transversable area. Everything was okay. Of course, they can't really climb anything, and they didn't jump off from the water section, so that's good. Some nice little education stands that I'm building right here with the Australia planks. I'm just trying to make it look as random as possible. And then some education screens, some sunshade for the screens as well, so you can always read it. And then we copy this all around the zoo because, yeah, you might have seen it, the education rating of Veluwe Zoo is getting lower and lower. So we have to think about the education a bit more. Yeah, some nice little benches, another education stand, and basically that section is now finished. I don't think we will come back to that. It's a bit of a short episode, by the way, because we already did the bridge and the terrain work and stuff like that, so it's basically only like the interior of the habitat and that's it. So that's why it's a bit shorter than usual. But then again, we don't always have to make like 20-minute videos to enjoy. And these are simple habitats. It's a franchise zoo. We don't have to forget about that. So the terrain work, you can see they need a little bit more sand, so we add that, and it actually looks better as well. And then we are going in with all the foliage. And I like when there is a tropical animal, I can throw in all the tropical plants and foliage, but I still keep in mind that we are in a temperate region. So I still think, okay, does this look like we are right now in a jungle or still in the Veluwe, which these plants can actually grow. So yeah, these might be fake or might still grow in temperate region, but all the green stuff, I think it looks okay and realistic as well. So yeah, we will do the foliage. We will add some, what you call them, I keep forgetting the names of these enrichment items. Yes, of course. So we will add enrichment items and food and water and everything for the animals. We will finish up the foliage on the back, and it will look perfect in the end. Then again, the video is a bit shorter than usual, but I still hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, make sure you hit the like button right now. And if you didn't do it already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on anything new. And yeah, the time lapse will be gone in a few seconds. So please enjoy the cinematics, and I will speak to you guys in the next one. Goodbye.